In a confession that really shook the world, Taehyung, one of BTS's most charismatic and alluring stars, finally opened up about the conflict that has long enveloped his relationship with Jungkook. This confession came out of the blue in an exclusive interview that left the entire ARMY speechless, questioning the truth behind what has long been considered the dark secret behind the sweet smile and perfect stage performance. How is it that someone who has been looking harmonious and united in the group can store bitter feelings that finally erupt in words full of emotion? It was these questions that immediately ignited the curiosity of fans, creating an unexpected stir in the universe of social media and the entertainment world. From the first moments of the tense confession, various speculations arose. ARMY and music industry watchers wonder incessantly, is this conflict just another misunderstanding, or is there really an old wound that hasn't healed between the two iconic figures? The atmosphere heats up even more when Taehyung, in a tone of voice that almost sounds hoarse with emotion, states that something going on behind the scenes is much more complex than many imagine. The sentence not only caused an uproar among the ARMY, but also invited various conspiracy theories that made everyone curious and continue to wait for further explanation. Until now, questions continue to arise, demanding the truth that is expected to shake off the shadow of controversy that is increasingly concentrated. The news of the shocking confession comes amid an increasingly heated situation, shaking not only the Korean entertainment world, but also inviting emotional reactions from the ARMY around the world. On the occasion of the interview, Taehyung did not hide the feelings of disappointment and bitterness that he had kept, revealing that there were critical points in his relationship with Jungkook that were even difficult to express in words. He stated, "I once felt betrayed by someone I had always considered a brother in arms," a sentence that seemed to break the veil of friendship that has long been considered sacred among BTS members. The confession sparked a storm of emotion, with the ARMY feeling hurt and confused, while bystanders began to trace the traces of the conflict that had been hidden behind the glitter of the stage. As the public reaction intensified, various speculations began to emerge regarding the incident that triggered this conflict. According to an internal report, some minor incidents that happened behind the scenes have piled up to become an unbearable emotional burden for Taehyung. He also mentioned that there were deep differences of opinion regarding the direction of the music and the concept of the performance, which eventually cracked the trust between him and Jungkook. The contradiction between artistic vision and the pressure of expectations from management, which has been a burden for all BTS members, is a triggering factor that makes it difficult to communicate between two figures who previously always synergized perfectly. It is undeniable that the feud that is now sticking to the surface has a huge impact on BTS's internal dynamics and public perception. Over the years, BTS has become a symbol of togetherness and cohesiveness, but now the shadows of conflict are beginning to creep in, challenging the positive image that has been held in high esteem. Social media is also filled with diverse opinions and theories, ranging from full support for Taehyung, who feels misunderstood, to sympathy for Jungkook, who seems to be stuck in a difficult situation. In this furor, ARMY feels faced with a difficult choice: trust Taehyung's words or seek the truth behind Jungkook's calm smile that has become an icon of calmness and professionalism. What exactly is the dynamic behind the scenes? Are there any reconciliation efforts being planned by management, or is it possible that this conflict will continue to escalate and disrupt the group's global performance? In a broader context, this event opened a discussion about the dynamics of power and communication in large musical groups. Many observers argue that internal conflicts such as the one between Taehyung and Jungkook are not uncommon in the entertainment industry, although they are usually successfully hidden from the public in order to maintain the group's image. However, an open confession like Taehyung's indicates a paradigm shift in dealing with internal conflicts. With the courage to open wounds and voice dissatisfaction, Taehyung indirectly invites the ARMY and the public to see the human side of idols that have been considered unshakable. It is important to note that Taehyung's confession was not an easy statement to make. In every sentence that is revealed, there is a courage and honesty that is rarely seen from the figure of a star. He said that this conflict had been going on for quite some time, and that there were critical moments where the trust between him and Jungkook was truly tested. "I feel as if every step we take together is always colored by deep differences," Taehyung said in an almost tearful tone. This confession, while painful for some, is considered a first step that may pave the way for better reconciliation and understanding among BTS members. Furthermore, Taehyung's recognition opens up opportunities for a broader discussion of how the modern entertainment industry must cope with the mental and emotional pressures faced by its artists. In the interview, Taehyung also revealed that the pressure to always look perfect and meet global expectations has made him and his colleagues have to sacrifice many aspects of personal life. We often forget that behind every perfect appearance, there are fragile and wounded souls, he said, looking down for a moment. The remarks drew sympathy and sparked a debate about how the entertainment industry should make room for artists to be humane and open to their shortcomings. Criticism of the system that has always demanded perfection without tolerance for failure began to emerge, and many people urged for reforms in the way artists were managed, so that conflicts like the one between Taehyung and Jungkook could be prevented in the future. In addition, various speculations have also arisen as to whether this conflict is a reflection of generational differences in values that have grown with the times. Taehyung, who is known for his more emotional and expressive approach, may have a different outlook from Jungkook, who is more pragmatic and focused on professional achievement. This difference is not just a difference in character, but also reflects the transformation of values that occur within the members of BTS. On several occasions, Taehyung has stressed that every generation has its own way of dealing with conflicts and challenges, a statement that now feels especially relevant given the dynamic between them. The resulting conflict may be a small reflection of a broader shift in values, in which emotional sensitivity and the need for honesty begin to challenge conventional ways of managing cooperation in the professional environment. Will this paradigm shift pave the way for innovation in the entertainment world, or will it create a rift that is difficult to repair? It is this kind of discussion that has now become a hot topic in various forums and media, provoking mixed reactions from fans, analysts, and even policymakers in the entertainment industry. In the face of such a complex situation, the reaction of the army itself was mixed. Many of them were devastated to see a figure that had been considered a symbol of unity and cohesion began to split. On the one hand, there are army who fully support Taehyung's confession as a form of courage to reveal the truth, while on the other hand, there are also those who feel sympathy for Jungkook, who seems to be trapped in an inevitable situation. Discussions on various social media platforms were filled with high emotions, where every word and expression was sharply questioned. Some expressed deep disappointment, while others tried to find the positive side of this conflict by hoping for genuine reconciliation steps. This is an important moment that we should reflect on together, not just about BTS, but also about how we deal with differences and conflicts in life, Army wrote in a post that went viral. Such remarks illustrate the enormous emotional impact of the shocking confession, while signaling that this conflict has an impact far beyond the realm of entertainment. Furthermore, this conflict has also led to various theories and speculations about the role of third parties who may be involved in the confusion. Some army began to speculate whether there was intervention from management or even outsiders trying to manipulate the situation for commercial gain. This kind of speculation is not without foundation, given the entertainment industry's long history of often involving controversial marketing strategies.